Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a very important topic. Something a little messy, how K-pop somehow went from music to manufacturing a whole generation of mindless zombies or morally confused fans. All in the name of standing. Buckle up. K-pop isn't just music anymore, it's an empire. Multi-billion-dollar industry, global fandoms, idols with more brand deals than some CEOs. It's everywhere, from your playlist to your skincare routine. And with millions of fans across the world, you'd think it's just harmless fun. But yeah, not always. But before we jump into the real mess, let's talk about the weird, slightly manipulative way K-pop companies market their idols. Because let's be honest, they're not just selling music. They're selling the fantasy. And guess who's buying it? Vulnerable, emotionally undercooked teenagers looking for comfort, validation, or just a really pretty distraction from their hectic lives. And it comes with the greater cost of losing their future. K-pop companies train their trainees for years to mold them into the perfect idol. At least, that's how it used to be. These days, it's less about talent and more about having the face card that never declines, but that's a rant for another day. Idols aren't just performers anymore. They're marketed as flawless, emotionally perfect human beings who somehow happens to be single. Basically, your dream partner. And that's where the delusion starts to kick in. K-pop companies aren't just marketing idols, they're carefully manipulating the viewer experience. Through things like bubble messages, fan calls, endless vlogs, and birthday live streams.
About me flirting with my man, and that's not a bestie.
They build this illusion of intimacy. And the audience? Mostly teens. Vulnerable, impressionable, and extremely easy to emotionally reel in. The goal? Make them believe on some level that maybe, just maybe, they have a chance with their idol. Spoiler, they don't. And that's when the transformation into mindless zombies is complete. Fans start bulk buying albums not for the music, but for a chance to meet their idol for 10 seconds on a laggy Zoom call. Honestly, genius marketing. Whoever came up with that system deserves a raise and maybe a mild investigation. Some stans take the obsession a step further. They start molding themselves into what they think is the ideal partner for their idol. You know the type, underweight and soft-spoken. We've seen BTS members casually describe their ideal types, and suddenly there's a wave of diet tutorials on YouTube, like how to look like Jungkook's dream girl. Girl. He doesn't even know you exist. And let's not forget the full-time job these stans take on, defending their idols no matter what. Still music? It's a misunderstanding. Say something offensive? They didn't mean it. Commit actual crimes? He's just tired. This blind loyalty is especially common in boy group fandoms, probably because the majority of the K-pop stan base is female, and the parasocial romance angle hits harder there. Like, they'll fight to the death over a man who wouldn't even hold the door open for them. Let's take a real-life example, shall we? Jungkook from BTS was seen wearing a hat that says, "Make Tokyo Great Again," what's basically the Japanese version of a MAGA hat right after finishing his military service. And his fans? Full meltdown mode. He didn't know what it meant. It's just a hat. Girl, he's a 30-year-old Korean man. Not a confused toddler who wandered into a costume shop. Meanwhile, Karina from aespa got dragged to the underworld and back for wearing a red t-shirt. Granted, it was during election season and yeah, she fumbled. But the outrage was instant and brutal because she's a woman. That's the pattern. And this is where the deep-fried misogyny really kicks in, especially from boy group stans. These people will drag female idols through the mud for simply existing. Like, full-on slut-shaming, body-shaming, and using language that honestly sets feminism back a solid 100 years. Groups like Blackpink, especially Jennie and Lisa, get torn apart constantly. And guess who's doing it? Mostly other girls. Mostly armies. You start to wonder if the people behind these accounts have brains, or just a bunch of recycled K-pop fan cams bouncing around in there. And let's be real, girl group stans aren't saints either. Blinks, onces, y'all got some skeletons too. Most K-pop stan feminism only exists when it's convenient, when it's about your fave. One minute it's protect women, and the next it's calling another female idol a whore for breathing near a man. Twice stans love to slut-shame Blackpink for simply having male friends. Meanwhile, Blinks will scream, "Leave Jennie alone," and then body-shame Jeonjae for something completely out of her control. It's not feminism. It's textbook hypocrisy. And don't even get me started on solo stans. Like, why are Jennie and Lisa's solo stans beefing every other week when their idols are literally besties? The girls are out here sharing clothes and giggling in Paris, and meanwhile y'all are in the trenches slut-shaming each other's bias over edited clips and made-up dating rumors. None of these idols are worth throwing your morals out the window for. Like, seriously, no man, woman is that deep. And what's honestly disappointing is that most of this mess comes from girls. Come on. Our feminists didn't fight tooth and nail for basic respect and rights just for you to undo it all in a Twitter thread about your oppa. If your idea of feminism crumbles the second a woman breathes near your fave, maybe it's time to log off. Now obsession doesn't just stop at screaming in concerts or defending them online, it's profitable. And K-pop companies know that. These idols could breathe near a bottle of water and boom, it's sold out in 5 minutes. And fans? Fully eating it up, convinced buying the same face cream will somehow bring them spiritually closer to their fave. Now let's get into the final boss of stan obsession, idol dating. Nothing sends fans into full meltdown mode faster than the idea that their fave might dating like a normal human being. Take Chin from EXO, for example. Man announced he was getting married and having a baby, and you'd think he committed a war crime. Some fans literally returned albums, boycotted the group, demanded he leave EXO for being a grown man in love. Insane. Then there's Jungkook. You know the one, he was allegedly dating a tattoo artist, and suddenly every army became a detective. And when that wasn't enough, some fans literally self-harmed. Like, actually cut their hands over the idea of Jungkook having a girlfriend, calling him a cheater, even though he was never dating them in the first place. The parasocial delusion is so deep, it's scary. These people don't want idols, they want avatars they can control. The moment these idols act like real people, the fantasy breaks and the rage kicks in. This extreme stigma around idols dating is weird, like cult-level weird. It all ties back to this messed up purity culture, where idols are expected to stay single, untouched, and innocent forever. And it hits female idols way harder. Jennie's been slut-shamed for years just because she dared to date Kai for 5 minutes. Like, sorry she breathed near a man. Yes, things are slightly better now. Joy from Red Velvet and Jihyo from Twice are dating celebrities without being completely torn apart. But let's not act like everything's fine. The second a girl group member's name trends with a guy, the witch hunt starts. Because here women still pay the price for having a love life. And then there's the shipping culture. You know, where fans treat 2 members just existing near each other like it's a Wattpad soft launch. It's not just cringe, it's actually weirdly invasive. These idols are co-workers, friends, sometimes literal trainees who've grown up together. But fans be like, if I can't have him, he better end up with the member I project onto the most. Like, girl, you're not casting a BL drama. This is real life. This literally just makes things awkward between them. And it's proven that companies even refer fanfictions to check which are the most popular ships and force them to interact more to gain fans. The existence of Dispatch itself is honestly unsettling. Like, why are you lurking in bushes, snapping photos of idols on dates, and dropping it on New Year's Day like it's breaking news? Happy 2025, Jennie breathed near a man. What happened to privacy? Why is someone's relationship treated like a public scandal? Like, did your parents not do the deed to make you? Or did the stork deliver your whiny ass to your mom?
Oh my god, the stork! Where's my baby?
Sweetie, you and me are gonna make the baby.
Idols are adults. Dating isn't a scandal, it's literally a part of life. The fact that some fans react like they've been cheated on personally is deeply unserious. Now don't get me wrong, it's easy to point fingers at fans, but we can't blame them entirely. A lot of these are literal kids. Teenagers. Easily influenced, emotionally volatile, and neck-deep in parasocial quicksand. And who profits off that vulnerability? The companies. These are billion-dollar corporations that deliberately craft idols into boyfriend-girlfriend fantasies. We also need to talk about how young some of these idols are when they enter the industry. A lot of them start training before they even hit high school. By the time they debut, they're still minors, juggling school, rehearsals, strict diets, and media pressure like it's normal. These kids are expected to act like professionals before they've even figured out who they are. They're managed down to what they eat, what they post, who they talk to. And if they slip up, the backlash is brutal because the world expects perfection from literal teenagers. It's not just hard work. It's a system that profits off their youth while denying them any of the freedom that's supposed to come with it. There's also a pandemic of companies debuting literal kids instead of at least young adults. Here's a video of 19-year-old Youngseo from new black label group All Day saying she felt she was too old to debut in Illit. Irony is that she's debuting as the magne of All Day under black label now. Maybe some stans are right. Hype really is ruining K-pop. So yeah, let's go a little easy on these idols, especially the younger ones. A lot of them are just kids doing what they're told in a system that controls everything from how they dress to what they say. Most of them didn't choose the image that's being sold. It was manufactured for them. And let's not ignore the toll this all takes on idols' mental health. We've lost too many idols to mental health struggles. Sully, Hara, Jonghyun. These weren't just scandals. They were cries for help that went unheard. This industry puts idols under a microscope, then acts shocked when they break. The industry needs to change, but so do the fans. Because no one deserves to suffer or be dehumanized just for trying to entertain you. Before we wind up, to the younger fans, listen. You are not weak for loving something deeply. But don't let that love blind you. These idols are not your partners. They're not your soulmates. They are strangers on a stage, performing a version of themselves built by a corporation. Don't lose your identity trying to become someone your idol would date. Don't destroy another woman because your favorite looked at her. Don't trade your morals for loyalty to someone who doesn't even know your name. No idol is worth losing yourself. And let's be real, at the end of the day, these are just men. Men from an extremely conservative, often xenophobic, and yes, racist society. Idol or not, they are raised in a system that doesn't see international fans, especially women of color, as equals. So ask yourself, are you really worshipping someone who would even see you? So yeah, stan your faves, enjoy the music, scream at the concerts, do your thing. But don't lose yourself in it. Don't throw away your values for people you don't actually know. And maybe, just maybe, stop acting like you're in a relationship with someone who doesn't know and will never know you exist. I'll see you next time. Follow me for more videos like these. Hehe.